Eh. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Oh.
Oh,
Hello.
well, howdy. What's going on?
Hello. Okay. Enough of that. I was playing around with the little puppy. The cute puppy.
No,
Oh. You know, all the photos. Gotta love it. Eh. Oh. Okay. I was playing.
what's that?
How's it going, bro?
Fine, man, fine. Taking it easy this morning.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Hey, what's going on with you? How late were you up last night?
Well, well, let's see. I came home
Uh,
and I said, hell no. Mosquitoes just everywhere, letting her out.
right,
I said, hell no. Uh-uh. You know what happened to me last night.
right.
Would you
What?
like to relate to the audience what happened to me?
Yes, Rex had just started his spraying route, and I think he said he got like one little short street, like a dead end street, and the big sports complex that they take care of
Right.
finished, and he was on his way to his next location when his spray pipe separated from his spray rig
Mm-hmm.
and thus destroyed the fogger action. So,
Never have had that happen before. And I had a towel in there to put over the seat to keep Abby's hair off because she has to go with me
right,
off the seat, and because that heats up very quickly. That pipe, right? You have to be careful with certain parts of it because it's a small engine, right? Uh, Heats up. So I grabbed the top. I tried to put it back on. Uh, there was a tightening screw, I think, missing or something. I've never had this happen before. Just
that's
started
crazy.
on Fall Street, which is the dividing line between east and west. Otherwise, I would have been spraying till midnight. Still got in about 3 hours and 45 minutes, somewhere around there.
That's not bad.
No, that's approximately about half the time had I sprayed, actually. Um,
Right.
but I got home and the mosquitoes were so thick, and I said, hell no. It's the weekend. It's coming up on 4th of July. Uh, got Abby in, and I got in my truck again and went over there, co-opted the truck, sprayed the hell out of my backyard, and kept the truck in the vicinity of my backyard, and kept the truck here till about 5:30 in the morning.
uh,
Sprayed a little bit more and took it back and got my truck.
well,
Which there was not a mosquito in sight by the time I left the second
right.
time to return the truck, because I did a pretty thorough spraying.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
said,
awesome. Yeah, it's a nice
okay,
little part of the
I'm gonna
job.
keep it. I'm not gonna take it back. I'm gonna give it a second spray.
Did you,
Take it back before it really starts to light up and everything. Get light outside.
Yo, boys.
there
Yo,
you What's happening, Smoking?
Oh, Sunday morning.
Sunday,
yeah.
Sunday, Sunday.
Well, you heard what happened to me a couple days ago, right?
What specifically?
Mm, my sister contacted me. I'm adopted. I've never heard from this person.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if Smoking heard this or not. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
I always thought that about myself.
Kind of mind blowing.
Yeah, I'd say that's kind of a whole shift.
Yeah, and I heard of another sister who sadly passed away that was slightly
Yeah,
younger
go
than
back.
me. So I guess I was the middle child. She sent pictures of family members. I got to see a couple pictures, 2, 3 pictures of my mother, my birth mother.
Hmm.
So
they had receipts.
And of her, and yeah, I said, how did you find me? And it was through my daughter who went through Ancestry.com, DNA
Oh,
test.
everyone doing those swabs.
Yeah, apparently. That was one reason I've been like Shadowhawk. I don't want to do this. Glad I held off on it. Actually, our grandfather told her like 30 years ago. So she's known about me for 30 years.
Wow.
And
is she in Arkansas?
my father passed away. Yeah, she's in Russellville.
Oh, that's not too far.
She's a nurse. Yeah. And my father was from California. We had different fathers, same mother. So she's like my half sister, but I don't halfway do it. If you're my sister, you're my sister,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Which is pretty wild. When I was in 3rd grade, my adoptive mother got pregnant, and for like 3 months, for some reason, they always had problems and never had children. So eventually, they adopted I and my brother. I just told my sister today that she had asked me if I'd had any adopted siblings. And I said, yeah, I had an older brother. And I said, I adopted 2 myself. Hello, Carrie.
Hey,
So,
Carrie.
yeah, I had a life-altering experience this week. And today we'll be honoring, sadly, someone that streamed with us, Andy A., who passed away. And Timothy Oakson found out because his sister posted it on Facebook. He was susceptible to breathing things already. He was a tattoo artist, comic artist, and he was going to color my graphic designer never sent him the thing, and I'm just now coming into the money to pay him. So he was going to color a Doc Blaylock story that he did for me last year. And apparently COVID got him. Second bout of COVID. Yeah. So COVID, the weaponized pandemic, still taking lives, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently
everyone I know that's been affected by that has been, like chronic lung issues,
Well, yeah, I mean, look at Luke Stone that started Fund My Comic. He talks like that,
Yeah, if you have some kind of pre-existing thing, it'll really do a number on you.
I don't know if he had a pre-existing thing, but he's only got like 35% of his lung capacity now and was in a coma for 5 weeks. Hey, Tree Godwin.
Yeah. Yeah, it messed Luke up pretty good, man. They thought he was going to pass away for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Never walk again. You'll be bedridden.
Yeah,
well, he's proving them wrong. He sits there at the art table for 15 times a day. I've given up on trying to be one of the hardest working guys in CG. Well, I haven't given up on it, but I don't think I could sit there and draw for 15 hours a day every day.
Nope.
Who watched Doc's Closeout last night? Well, I was working and dealing with.
I was there for a little while. It went pretty well.
Good.
Yeah. The booster is green monkey AIDS. This is a fact.
Yep. There was that head nurse from Latvia or whatever it was. That all the vials were labeled like 1, 2, and 3, and she broke down what each one was.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't catch any of that.
Yeah, one was just saline, like placebo. That's what all the politicians got.
Oh yeah, no,
one,
I did hear that.
one was the mRNA and one was like mRNA with something else in it. Yeah.
It could have been water, the placebo. Yeah,
Well,
I guess it
that's
would
what
have
I'm
been
saying.
the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
completely useless, harmless, whatever.
Yeah, I knew that's exactly what they were doing. When Biden got his shot and Harris got her shot and others.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Yep. It's Hollywood magic.
Yeah, well, I think it's like Wizard of Oz. I know people are starting to peek behind who's behind the curtain.
Exactly. And
This is
starting,
BS.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really smoking. I told Shadowhawk this week. We are very overarmed society, and that's the only thing keeping the communists at bay.
Yep. That's the only reason America hasn't fallen yet.
Yep.
That's why they've been trying so hard.
We need to work on a local level and a state level. That's about all we have left. And we have had some wins this week in the Supreme Court, I think. That's been in the news. But
yeah, I heard the Supreme Court's pro-racism now.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, depends how you look at it, I guess.
No, I was just kidding. It's so funny.
No, I don't.
All the cope is just incredible.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
People are freaking out over nothing.
Do copious amounts of cocaine and in Minecraft. And what have we learned?
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn
Yeah, apparently
thing.
not.
No.
Yeah,
the definition of insanity, which is keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, right?
And expecting different results.
Results, right? So we're looking at The Chosen Season 2, Episode 2. Am I correct, sir?
You are most correct.
I must confess, because it is Sunday, I did skip ahead a couple episodes.
How dare you?
How dare me? That's okay.
I told him
I
last
felt
night
like
he could
as
keep it.
leader of the group, I needed to be.
Oh,
see
yeah.
what-
Let's pull that
now-
card.
now the mad power trip.
it was getting so good I could not
It
resist.
sounds like the triple CP is just oozing out of your mouth.
No. Thanks for coming. We'll get along without you somehow. No,
Well, I'm taking this with me. Okay.
no,
That's right.
you okay. We're gonna do a sound check.
Yep.
Is it because I'm Jewish?
Welcome to the show, Topher.
I've been telling you.
Hello.
I can get to this.
Is this loud enough for everybody?
Everyone hear it?
Play some more of it.
A little more.
I need that salt water that the cement won't set to full
Yeah,
strength.
that's good for me.
That's good for me.
Beautiful.
Yeah. How about you, Topher?
Sounds better than ever.
Amazing.
Cool. And we
Awesome.
have joining us as well, Rick from Cross Comics. Cool.
Hey, Rick. Happy Sunday, sir.
Hey,
Okay. So, like,
okay.
it's Cross Comics in the Canadian Shield, eh?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, from the Great White North there.
I hope everyone has their coffee in Kreller. What they call beer? I don't know.
Strange
Well-
brew.
Strange. No, that was the movie.
Well, and a song.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're good Arkansas folks, man. They're pretty hefty. Rick, did you hear that my real birthing sister contacted me this week?
oh no.
See, nobody effing watches this show and finds out a damn thing. I could win
All right, hey,
president of the United States, and I think people would not know about it.
well, I'd rather you tell me these things than me hear about it.
I
Well,
know it's always like on, it's better if you talk live with a person, right? On the telephone instead of texting.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, from Wednesday to I don't know, over halfway through Friday, my net was down because my modem went on me, and I had to get a new modem.
See, now he's just
Oh,
making
yeah.
excuses. Yeah.
Well, no, I was
That's
going to
right.
say, yeah, this better be good.
You're
'Cause I'm
supposed
gonna-
to say your
I'm
mother got
And I even made a video letting everybody know that I put out when I found out. I made it with
Ah.
my phone. Used my phone as a hotspot for my computer to upload it.
Rex,
yeah,
my speakers went out, Rex, so I couldn't really hear anything.
right. I was
Yeah,
going to
it-
kick him so hard back to Canada. But, you know, if you have technical issues like that or your power goes out because of storms, hey, you know, I understand that. It's a pain in the rump. But what have you been up to, Topher?
Well, a week ago, this last Friday, so 9-10 days ago, we got about 6 inches of rain in 45 minutes, and
Oh, God.
I've been tearing up carpet, and
Oh, crap.
our basement got flooded out.
Oh, man.
I
That
think
blows.
I think
Tree Goblin says I hacked his router.
Mm.
I would believe that. He's a UK terrorist in Minecraft, of course.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Exactly.
Oh,
That's no
smoking.
fun having to tear up carpet and because you got to get it up there to all mowed, right?
Oh yeah, we ended up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we already got. I mean, we got it up pretty fast, and there's already like a little bit of mold we're
Oh,
cleaning
Is,
up now.
is it over a concrete slab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking. Were you able to get those other 2 episodes downloaded?
I did. I grabbed them last night.
Okay.
Thank you.
cool.
So anyway, sorry I missed the last couple of weeks, but things have been.
Oh, we understand. Now, did you miss the episodes or did you watch them and try and catch up?
Well, I've been watching them.
Mm.
Have you?
I'm caught up.
Did you skip forward like Rex?
I haven't. I've been sticking with it. We watched
Okay.
the other ones, but
I actually skipped ahead and watched a couple of episodes. And you know, I needed some spiritual boost too. And wow, you know, I'm adopted, and my sister contacted me this week, Topher. I don't know if you heard that.
oh, you've never talked to her before?
No,
Sweet, cool.
I didn't know I had a sister.
Oh wow.
I
That's
prayed for a sister. I mean, back in the day, I thought I was going to get a sister, but you know, from my adopted mother. Lorenzo Sleestack in the house. That means I have to find some lizard representation for him, even on Sunday.
Yep. Gotta be done.
Which
Oh,
I have some prepared already.
well, I'm not sure whether you guys heard.
Hit the
You guys
like
know
button.
who? You know who Andy A is?
Yeah, he passed away. We're gonna have
Yeah.
to attribute. Yeah, yeah. I just discussed that before you came in.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Not a problem. Yeah. Sad to hear that. He was actually going to color a. You know, had I had the money and my graphic designer did it, he would have colored something for Devil Flyer #1. But sadly, I'll never get to see his colors in my book now because he's gone.
Yeah.
Waited a little bit too long on that one, Rick. I better commission you right now. You don't look too healthy.
Mm.
Hey, I'm losing weight.
Well, good. That's good. You know, you take off 4 pounds of pressure off your knees for
Hey,
every
Lorenzo.
pound you lose. How much do you reckon you lose? You have lost,
Well,
as we say in Arkansas. You reckon?
well, I've been. Well, I was way over 250 a year ago, but now I'm down to 244. Last time I checked, I checked.
Damn you! You weigh less than I do.
And
I
I'm
probably weigh about 260 myself. But then
and
I'm
I'm planning on keeping going down. So
Oh, that's good. Do you feel better, more energetic?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep losing that weight. You'll see a
Yeah, good
difference.
for you, Rick.
Here you go, Lorenzo. I'll blow it up where you can see it. There's a lizard on that cover there. Fantastic Four, number 174. And the robot Torgo, too. And the High Evolutionary. What's he trying to do, Sue Storm? Battle issue. Yeah, Human Torch gonna have him some fried lizard there. Yeah. Is that too small? I can find other,
It looks good.
Fing Fang Foom.
Nah, we
Push the
did
lizard.
Fing Fang Foon the other day. I think Mike Barron posted a Fing Fang Foon.
Yeah, I think he did the other day.
Yeah, I think that's where it came from. How about Dragon Man? Is that a lizard?
Well, dragons are
he's an
lizards.
android.
Are they?
Yeah, he's an
Well,
android.
yeah. He's an android.
How do you know
that's
that? Have you inspected a dragon?
Is he an
No.
android? Thinking he was
It's
an
written that way. I bought this one back
Yeah.
in the day. I think I did. Fantastic Four annual number 16, Steve Ditko cover with Dragon Man.
Yeah.
And the coming of Dragon Lord. Dragon Lord, that's probably his one and only appearance, or probably his first appearance. So Steve
Oh, wow.
Ditko cover though. So anyway, that's enough lizard representation. I mean, let's face it,
Oh.
I'm sorry to tell Lorenzo, but Sleestakians are only men in suits. Sorry to break it to you.
No.
bro.
How dare you?
Oh,
How dare you? I am
How
lizard
could you do that
appropriated.
before
today.
Lorenzo?
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
listen
that's
to him,
all-
Lorenzo.
That's very lizardist of you.
Isn't it though? Well, I mean, I get ageist all the time talking to me. Really? Is it sounding bad? Is my microphone sounding bad like a tin can in a string? Really?
You're a little,
I'm a
Tinny.
little tinny? Really?
maybe.
Okay. Am I any better now? How you
No.
like me now?
Eh,
No?
I don't know. You got your gain turned up too loud or something? Try dropping it a
Maybe
little.
I do. How about now?
Sounds a little better, I think.
Softly, I spoke. Yeah. I turned it up when he did the sound check.
Ah,
There is a lot of exposition in this episode. Did you watch it, Smoking, already?
I haven't.
You haven't, yeah. I
No.
feel
no
bad
spoilers,
now.
Greg. Dang it.
Thanks
That's
for the
what I'm-
lizard image. My favorite stream with Andy was the one he was on with Stu. Stu was saying we needed to forgive, testify. Andy's action was priceless, and he dropped the link. It's just your
Nah,
mic
go back
is
and watch
slightly
it.
quieter than everyone. Oh, quieter. Okay, well,
Hmm.
let me up it then.
Well, not too much. I don't want to hear too much of you.
Right. How's that?
Sounds
Hello.
good.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testes.
Testes. I've never used that one. That's a good one. Testes. 1, 2, 3. It's Sunday. Jesus forgive me. My wife found out she has an Australian half sister 10 years ago.
Well, that makes sense, seeing how they're a prison colony of your home country.
Wow,
Yeah.
you just had to go there. Wow.
Hey, truth hurts sometimes, you know?
Yeah. CG working with Anonymous hacked all your routers.
Goblins everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Loaves and Fishes. This is something new that they've added. The
New
Hebrew
production
letter
house, maybe.
for season 2. Oh yeah, and the little breakaway earthquake. I think that's kind of alluding to the resurrection, don't you?
Definitely
Where
could
the
be.
where the stone is rolled away from the cave entrance.
Could be a
Good,
little.
yeah.
Could be a little symbolism there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could.
And you
see that.
said you could read this, like the.
Yeah, it basically stands for loaves and fishes, I believe.
Yeah, it's Hebrew.
Yeah, I didn't know you could read Hebrew.
Yeah. I mean, I can speak it somewhat. The Sliha, Atamerikai. Excuse me, are you American?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Can you speak some in American, please?
I'm still working on American, you Canadian. Andy Drew.
If you speak American, I'll speak Canadian.
Okay. Such a bogan.
You need a translator then.
Yeah, I'll need a translator. Andy drew his teddy bear character on that stream. He was on with Stu. I was really looking forward for Andy's comic books. Yes, and he had reams of material that he was going to release someday, and I don't know that it will ever see publication.
Well,
Oh, man, that's a
part of it,
shame.
I'm not sure whether part of it will in Timothy Olson's book. I know he was working with Timothy for stuff for like an ash can or something. So
Well, Timothy was in yesterday saying that if he was not for him, if it wasn't for Andy,
Melvin too.
Melvin 2 wouldn't have came out. I don't know what he meant by that, but
I have an
guess he had
idea,
to-
but I don't want to say on stream.
I think so too. I think that's the part of the riff with Vic and Timothy. Many chose the rope rather than transportation. Transportation was a death sentence.
Yeah, it sounds incredibly uncomfortable, doesn't it?
Well, think about Australia, dude. Everything out there wants to kill you.
Yeah, that's why all the cities are on the border of the ocean or whatever. You know, they're not.
Yeah.
None of them are inland. They can't be.
Well, they
I-
do have
I-
some towns inland now.
Yeah,
I
not
mean-
many though.
Yeah, but they have to have truces with the natives. You know.
I don't know if you've been watching the news of late, but Rome is not burning, but France is.
Oh God, it's collapsing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Francis. And
So
Duke
what
are
is
broken.
going on? Is it immigrants?
Muslims.
Yeah.
Muslim.
Well,
People
I said that. I said that in the future, haven't I, Shadowhawk? That they will tear down the Eiffel Tower.
Well, Trump
And
said it 7 or 8 years ago. The minute France did their open border policy,
And same
crap.
thing with UK. It's coming to UK because they're going to breed them out.
Do you think it's coincidence that all the biggest of the Western countries all had open border policies in place?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. It's to collapse everything we have.
Right. Can just take yourself back to 9/11, how stunned and panicked people were, right?
Oh yeah.
How fearful we were for, I mean, palatable fear for a whole week, but I mean, especially those first 3 days with me, and I think a lot of other people. What if they had followed up and like went to Colorado somewhere like Denver or
Mhm.
St. Louis or Orlando or
Chicago or any big
Chicago
city.
and just rode a grenade under a car and walked away and had little minor attacks, it would have sent us even into a further tailspin if they would have done a follow-up to 9/11, not giving anyone any ideals.
Well, on the flip side of that,
we wouldn't have known
do you
where the
feel-
next attack's coming from or
Well,
what day.
Well, on the flip side of that, how do you feel now, knowing what you know now and knowing it was mostly a farce and it was used against you? All that fear for your country was used against you.
Right. Yeah, and certain things were instilled that are really working against us and weaponized against us.
And that was just step
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That was just to get the Patriot Act started. That was it.
Right.
Yep.
That was
Yeah,
it.
the government
The
found a
final-
way to
Take
seize
more freedom
power.
and
Oh, they say
the-
in Minecraft, but yeah.
Do we need to now? Hadn't it come out like pretty blatantly, like evidence? You know.
I don't know. I don't know that I've seen anything actual evidence. I've heard a lot of stuff. But
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to keep it light, fair
Yeah,
today,
I got you.
and not go too heavy. I think the death of
Too
Andy
late.
is enough to talk about. It's heavy, but
Yeah.
How do I feel about it now? I try not. I do think about it, but I don't. I'm like, yeah, we're so far down the road from that event now. Over 20 years, right? Uh, I don't forget it. It was kind of, in a way, it was our Pearl Harbor, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
our
yeah.
generation's Pearl Harbor, and we don't need to forget it by any means.
Yeah.
Lives were destroyed that day, and lives are contingent
Yeah. Yeah.
continue to be destroyed over it. There's people with health issues. There's families that have,
Yeah.
you know,
In some
there's
ways, it might have been worse than Pearl Harbor because I think it's had longer lasting effects.
you can go support Tunnel for Towers, and they pay off the mortgages of people who lost people that day. So there's some very, and the founder of that company lost his brother that day.
Mm.
So he does it out of you know, a sense to not forget his brother and all the others that died and jumped to their death, you know, that day. People jumping out of windows.
It's that or
Yeah.
burn up. I don't know.
I know, and
I'm
it's
not sure what I would.
extreme.
Yeah, I'm
I
not sure
mean,
what
the
I would
heat.
choose.
You would get away from the heat probably, because either that or have to run into it, because
I think
you couldn't get close to it. That was
I'd
it was
be
it'd been
praying
like-
I'd be praying to be stuck in a closed room where it filled up with smoke. So I just
you
passed
would
out.
have, even if you held your breath and ran toward it, you wouldn't get very far. The heat.
No, I'm
would
saying
not-
I would want to die from smoke rather than the fire or jumping. That's my point.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly.
I'd rather go to sleep and never wake up than be burned alive.
Yeah. Colonel Morgue in the house. These are long-standing issues in France and probably not related to recent immigration. Yeah, some of it, but you know, and instead relate to decades of problems related to racial, cultural problems about assimilation or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's rooted in migration, right? Immigration,
Right,
like
that's
not
the problem.
assimilating
You get
two cultures
immigrants
is
that-
definition of immigration, right?
Yeah. And then probably some stuff left over stuff from the pandemic too, with
Well,
the
yeah,
lockdowns
the
and all
recent
that.
stuff, sure, but there's always been like religion wars in that part of the world.
Yeah.
Never really stopped or slowed down.
Oh, tell it to Jonah Ark. Anyway, the Greek Orthodox Church of Ground let's try that again. The Greek Lorenzo Sleestak says the Greek Orthodox Church at Ground Zero was destroyed and only finally rebuilt.
Wow.
And they also damaged, or there was a fire at Notre Dame not too many years ago, right?
Isn't it kind of
Yeah,
funny? We're talking about the
exactly.
French rioting. You know, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
From
Well,
from the French, you know.
it's this episode has to deal with building things, because I did skip ahead and watch it. I think it deals with Nathaniel, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
No, I haven't seen it yet, Rex.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it, so I can't remember offhand.
Well,
Hey,
forgive
Colonel
me.
I actually watched it this morning.
Rebuilt a couple years ago, yeah. But you know, I've said that about Muslims going into these countries. They have 8 children. You have 2.3% or whatever. They're eventually going to get the vote. They're going to want to put in Sharia law. They're going to want to destroy your historical sites. Why? Because they're decadent Western culture. They did the same thing in the Middle East, destroyed artifacts that were the oldest known artifacts to man. They're not into that. They will go in and destroy this stuff. They will loot the Louvre if they don't get all the stuff out of France. They will destroy everything that's in the Louvre and destroy the Louvre. I mean,
Imagine, just
they will
imagine
tear
that
down the
happening.
Eiffel Tower. They will tear down Big Ben. They will destroy everything that is in all these countries. I've said that since ISIS reared its head. Before all this other stuff came down the pike, I would have said that Islamic takeover or Islam is the greatest threat to Western civilization and the greatest threat right now, besides demons, demonic, satanic. I don't know if you agree with that, but it's certainly ISIS is starting to rear its head again, and will under Democrats. What is that word that Lorenzo's dropping?
Wahhabism.
Okay. What he said is a modern form, I think he means, of Islam that only exists since the
Wow.
1800s, propped up by the U.S.
1800s and
government.
propped up by the U.S. government. Yeah. And,
Crazy.
what's happening? I mean, Israel's going to have to go it alone against Iran. Iran's pretty close to getting the bomb, and they will not allow that. China has been supplying them with hypersonic missiles that we can't shoot down. They will have the capacity to reach America with some of this. It's absolute lunacy. The only sanity right now is Israel, over there, and has been. But they won't. The good thing is they won't have to fly over our airspace. But yeah, you'll probably experience some big news out of Middle East here pretty soon. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. If you're looking for things here in America and events in America, no, you always have to have your eye prophetically on Israel. I know Muslims who have had 18 kids here in 20 years since they arrived. They never paid for a thing. Wow.
Incredible.
I might convert to Islam.
Yeah, it sounds
nice
like
knowing you, Tree Goblin. Seems like a good deal.
yeah, he's not wrong, man. That's
yeah.
good
Right.
deal.
Rex only does American words.
Mm.
How can you say that? I just spoke Hebrew. I got past that Goblin, Next Generation, Arkansas. Yeah.
We learned to read a little better, that's all.
And you misspelled Arkansas, damn it.
No, I didn't. That's how it was originally spelled. What do you
Originally spelled, but they changed the W to an S.
Yeah, but I prefer the original spelling, that's all.
Well, I do too, but that's just us Arkies that you're giving away the secret handshake, dude.
Oh, please. If they ain't here, they ain't real.
Yeah, they don't exist, right? Arkansas is going to save the world one day.
I'm talking to bots for all I know.
Arkansas plays a big look. It's the only state mentioned in the Bible, right? Noah looked out the Arkansas.
Yep.
Exactly. That's an old joke from a long time ago. Lorenzo says Israel isn't even supposed to have the bomb. Also, yeah, I know they kind of took it from us, and back in the day. Also, but so did Russia and other places, right? And it was just given to the North Koreans by Clinton, allegedly. Also, Israel routinely forbids Christians from celebrating holidays. Yeah, they're mostly secular over there, Lorenzo. If you go over there, they are, but that's going to change. That will change. They will return to their roots.
There are very many extreme groups.
Oh, yeah. Colonel Ward. Well, if they can weaken any country from within, they will. I kind of hope Jerusalem just completely disappears. Brigadoon style and never comes back. People fighting over it is annoying. Muslim rule is no good for me, but neither is Christian or Jewish rule. Right. I mean, I can tell you under our Judeo-Christian standard over here, it's a lot better than under Sharia.
Well, it's
especially
freedom,
for
right? Like, you don't mess with me. We don't force anybody to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, they talk about fair.
We just want the freedom to be able to do what we want. That's it.
Hey, fellas, I gotta cut out for a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Nowadays, unfortunately, sometimes in the past, Christians have been a little bit
Timid,
I-
timid.
idiotic.
Oh, idiotic. Okay, where are you, Rick? You're out of here. Uh, okay, I brought you
And
back.
I just more mean that in, you go back.
Yeah, we don't care. That's disparaging Christians today, and I won't have it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rick.
I just mean more like back in like the 50s when and I don't mind. I liked it sort of way back then, but we're Christians. We're so judgmental against people, and unfortunately, yes, we're so supposed to judge things, not people.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
behavior. It's right or wrong, but we're supposed to love.
and I understand why Connor Morg is saying, "I hope Jerusalem just completely disappears,"
Yeah.
and so just let Jerusalem retire. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Prophetically, not pathetically, it's just not going to happen. Hell Blue Harvest Toys from the UK. Hello there to you.
Yeah, it's technically going to get settled for 7 years.
And what about in there? Judgment is good. Look where we are now. I don't want to rehash things, but my real birth sister contacted me for the first time this week. Blue, and what about? I think I could say that I cured cancer and people wouldn't find out about it. Who watches my show? Nobody.
Like I said, my speakers were broken. I couldn't hear you for a couple of days.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell, you're pulling the same thing? Really? You're pulling the same darn thing that Rick just pulled in.
I did not say my speakers.
That just chastised him for. I mean, internet
Apologies.
problem. Hypocrite.
Loaves and fishes. It's just loaves and fishes.
And we couldn't run that wonderful beam footage even if we wanted to. Now Shadowhawk's knocked himself out for a minute.
Well, and we're live unless you don't want a channel.
Right. Yeah, I don't know that they would get us copyright struck, but we could, the reason we don't play it on here, and perhaps you could, is that people talk about, we open up for discussion. I think people are more prone to open up and talk about personal issues if they so desire behind the scenes. So that's why we don't.
No, of course. I just thought if we contacted, they might let you just watch it and stuff.
Oh yeah, and we may do that, and then just.
Are we live now, or what?
Yeah, we're live now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we have Colonel Moore in the house. We have Blue Harvest.
Oh yeah.
What about?
Are we still watching the show, or is this
Lorenzo?
Yeah, we're going to be in a few minutes, I guess. After
Yeah, we're
Shadowhawk
as
gets
soon as
back.
Shadowhawk gets back, we'll shut it down and we'll
Oh,
start.
cool.
Yeah, because I know we got places to be and things to do, but yeah. What Rick, what is your religious background, if I might ask, up there in Canada? I mean, I know you're Christian, but what kind of orthodoxy or unorthodoxy do you come from?
My mom grew up in Presbyterian. Her parents were Presbyterian and United.
Okay.
But early on, I got saved through Mennonite church. Mennonite?
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then shortly after that, a religious broadcast called Huntley Street was on the air, and my mom got saved through that. And we've mainly gone to Pentecostal churches. We've went to a couple non-denominationals. Right now, I'm actually technically going to a Baptist church, but Baptist is in the name, but they're not really hard hitting on the Baptist part of it. It's called Hess Street Mission. Actually,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be Hess Street Baptist Mission or something to
Do
that
they
effect.
practice the gifts like the Pentecostal churches?
Um,
Are they more
I wouldn't
charismatic?
say they practice it, but they're not against it. I would say.
Yeah, well, the Baptist bylaws, if you look at it, it says we believe in the spiritual gifts.
Yeah.
They should put a little caveat in there and say, yeah, but we don't practice it very often.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more fire and brimstone.
Yeah, I grew up Baptist myself, but did you get baptized in that Mennonite church?
No, I got baptized in a Pentecostal church.
Do they do baptisms in the Mennonite church?
I would think so. Like
Yeah.
I was only in it for like 2 or
They
3
probably
years.
take you down to the river.
Yeah. It was like I got saved when I was 7. And
Ha!
my mom
Got you beat. I was 6. In fact, last year was 50 years. I'm working on 51 years of being a Christian. And people would, it's interesting. People would assume that I was, they'd make a joke. Oh, well, you've always been a Christian because my last name is Christian. And I really didn't know how to answer that because I was adopted. In fact, I found out that my name they gave me at birth was Charles Edwards this week, a couple of days ago.
Huh.
That my birth name that they put on the birth certificate till the adoption agency took over and I was renamed was Charles Edwards.
Are you okay with 2 first names?
Well, I'm just glad that I didn't have to go down that route because I've had a blessed life,
Well, of course.
And
I like Rex. It's got a good
like
ring.
Eric and Boyd said in the chat, Rex is such a cooler name.
Mm-hmm.
But now I would like to look at the meaning of Charles and Edwards.
Charles means manly.
Well, I am that.
Charles is one of my middle names.
And Rex means king.
Yeah.
And my name is kind of in the Bible because it would have been written on the cross, above the cross in Latin. Rex would have been king of the Jews. Alan, my middle name, means handsome, and Christian means anointed one, follower of Christ. So we have a handsome, manly. I wonder what Edwards means. That'd be wild if it was a king too. But now we've sufficiently lost our audience for some reason. I don't know. Or YouTube's messing with us. I was a fetus. Wow. I think we all were at one point. I'm thinking about becoming a Mennonite Yahweh worshiper. Oh, don't more, please. But I don't want to have to learn about smelting or note this joke does not work unless you know about the Cainite hypothesis. Yeah.
Which I don't think any of us do. So
yeah, right.
The joke doesn't work.
I didn't know the Mennonites were ore smelters.
Some of my dad jokes don't involve dads and usually have something to do with Near East archaeology as it pertains to the development of Abrahamic religions, oddly.
Yeah. Oh, so like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, we're Western culture trying to assimilate or to understand an Eastern Semitic language, really.
From 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. I mean, the meaning is there. You just have to get it down to the root.
Well, context matters, right?
Well, you're right. But you take it through the Greek to the Hebrew and you'll be fine. If you're not getting the picture that Scripture is trying to paint for you, you need to keep looking. Because if you correctly interpret it, you will see a picture. It is more conceptual. Hebrew is a prime language. That means it's an influencer on other languages, I'm sure, but it's not been influenced by any other language. And certain things like that can be preserved. I know in today we live in a transit society where we think, it must have been tainted over time. Au contraire. I mean, if one thing shows that the Bible's language has been preserved very nicely, was the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls, which was around the time that Israel was formed. So go figure. A lot going on.
Coincidence?
Yeah.
I love Semitic languages. That's cool. Yeah. Studied a little of Aramaic, which was the local language. I think where scholars mess up is they stick to the abstract Greek, classical Greek Hellenistic view of things, and they stop with the Greek. The Greek will only take you so far. You need to go through the Greek, glean the meaning out of the Greek from the scripture, and then take it down to the Hebraic, which is going to be pretty closely aligned. I actually have a good exegetical Bibles, several that break things down, and even in from the Aramaic, which is it really doesn't deviate that much from the Hebraic. Like I say, it's if you don't get the picture that it's trying to paint. I'll give you an example, and I've used this before. In King James, the kingdom of heaven is ever advancing forward, and violent men take it by force. You break that down, it paints you a picture of a shepherd at night gathering his flock against a hillside, or usually like a rock face, right? So they have total protection on one side, and then he builds a little rock fence around the sheep overnight, and they'll stay with the shepherd within that area. When the morning comes, he knocks out a portion of that fence with his foot and leads them to another pasture. That is the direct interpretation and picture that you get out of the King James, which is almost like a misnomer. The kingdom of heaven is ever advancing, and violent men take it by force. How you get that from what the scripture is really trying to show you?
It seems like something a king would say.
Yeah. So if any of you want to further break down things, and you can go to logos.com. I think it's the best thing. I haven't been on there in years, full fair disclosure, but I have bought, you can buy and add to. They have a lot of free things. They even have the story of Gilgamesh that you can get for free. And I've downloaded that. I have a laptop with nothing but stuff I've downloaded. I have also ordered archaeological hard copies of like archaeological finds, like Archaeological Magazine off there. Years and years of it. Babylonian old cuneiform text, clay tablet text that have been translated. I have that, and that alone was like $200 and something a decade or so ago. Maybe more, maybe around 2010. Yeah, about a decade ago. But you can, if you want to certainly see some translations of some of the earliest text out there, they have stuff like that. And at the time that I purchased it, it was fairly newly translated. So, and that was just an addition, to the other stuff that I have on there. But go to logos.com, and it's It's one of the best Bible interpretation. You can do it physically with the Strong's and the Young's Concordance. You go to the Strong's to get the Greek. You go to the Young's, I believe, to get the Hebrew. You can do it physically, but you can do it in 2 minutes what would take you 10 minutes or more of practice to do, maybe more when you first start out of translating. Colonel Morg says, too bad nobody else from the area wrote all their stuff down like the Israelites did. Would love to see a Moabite Bible or the equivalent, or like people from Kish or a lot of those, yeah, or what they were into in Edom, etc. Yeah.
Sounds like some interesting perspectives.
And early Hebrew lettering was more pictorial than what you see up on the screen. It represented. Welcome back, Shadowhawk.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Sorry about that.
Pretty
problem.
good, pretty good.
Yeah, Mama requested some biscuits and gravy this morning.
Oh, you talked about it last night.
So I had to whip them up.
Reminded.
Yes,
Yeah, you say you're going to do something, Shadow. You do it.
that's right. I did mention
That's right.
it last
You
night
keep
before I
that
went to
mama
bed.
happy.
Yeah,
That's
A
right.
happy wife is a happy life, I've been told.
that's what I
That's
hear.
what they tell me. So what have I missed so far, guys? Anything awesome?
Well, my mother contacted me while you were gone.
Oh, what's going on?
No, I'm joking.
Nope. Doofus.
I'm just saying, you never know, man, if you miss a minute of this show, what you'll miss, right?
That's true. That's true.
We've got
That's fantastic.
incoming ballistic missiles either going outward or something, we get some lobbed at us and we lob some.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
you go.
would be doing a tribute to Andy today. Andy A. Yeah, I miss Andy too.
Yeah.
What's going on, fuckers? He would say. Can I say that on
Yeah,
Sunday?
yeah.
Sure, I can.
He had a way of making an entrance, didn't
That's the good thing about forgiveness. Yeah, he did.
he?
According to Vic King on his stream, and I caught some of that last night because I came home early, he was saying he was the happiest curmudgeon I knew.
Hmm.
And he said that he was his original co-host over there on his channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The happiest curmudgeon. I really like that.
I guess I need to start working on the jokes and the digs and the little sleight of hand and the little tribute now for when Shadowhawk's not here, and then I can get all sappy about the loss of my co-host. Just saying.
Hopefully that's for not 50 years or 60 or 70 years to come.
Exactly.
But it's best to be prepared.
I know Shadowhawk's stunned in silence by that because he hadn't said anything. Tree Goblin says Nasser next. That's not nice, Tree.
F. Nasser.
Somebody go fell that tree.
Hmm.
Any prayer requests coming up on the hour mark of this little intro? We need to get this thing rolling. But
Oh, you guys haven't even started yet? Excellent.
any public prayer requests? I would say pray for my family, both sets.
I was going to ask. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm about to get to meet them sometime.
Wait,
they
hold
look
on.
like.
Rex, you're going to get double the Christmas presents.
No, I
Yeah,
doubt
how
that.
about that?
Maybe a birthday present might be nice.
Well, that's what happens when my parents got divorced. I got double the parties and stuff. It's crazy.
There you go.
Okay, so I need to demand that, don't I?
I mean, there's you get some kind of perk. I mean, come on.
Membership
Yeah,
has
get
its
something out of it.
privileges.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Question mark?
I wonder if Texas Dave is still going to be on holiday this weekend.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't really tell us when he was getting back, did he? Not sure.
I think he did. I'm just gonna have to go back and check. How do you spell divorced? DEV.
DI.
Yeah.
What?
Good Lord, you're giving us a
DI?
bad name, Rex.
I am
DIV.
oh, look, man, I just got up out of bed. Give me a break. DIV what?
ORCED.
ORC.
Are you standing in front of a fan, Shadow?
Yeah,
No,
my
I just
sister.
stepped outside and it's getting windy as heck. We're about to get a
Oh.
thunderstorm blowing through. It looks like.
My sister asked
Lucky.
me, "Are you married or have a significant other?" And I said, "Divorced twice." Twice.
You're twice
I
divorced.
put twice. Yeah. Oh, wow. She put my picture up there. I said I responded a little bit ago, so I'll have to read this. But let's see. I might as well read it now. Good morning. How are you? That is great. I said I had an older brother and adopted two myself. I missed having a sibling. Ida lived with mom and me with Granny. And Ida was our dead sister. That was a little bit younger than me. Did you adopt boys or girls? I adopted two girls, Amanda and Rose.
Which is pretty wild. Huh?
Why is that pretty wild?
Just that you were adopted and then you adopted kids yourself.
Right. And I really didn't have that in mind.
Right.
If mom told me the truth, your dad's last name was Logston. Logston. I have
like
all
Rex
that
Christian
stuff
better.
stored on my EXS. What's my EXS?
I have no idea.
Excel? Maybe Excel?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Neither Joe or me can remember the first name. My brother's name's Joe. I'll probably blow her mind with that too. We did look it up and found a couple of orbits that fit, but without you doing DNA, it is a gamble. Yeah.
Right.
And she brought up a picture of me here.
Is that how she
there,
found
she
you through
says,
DNA?
look at that Harris nose. I know the nose is distinctive. Do you have any pics of you? This is the only one Joe could find. Now I will shut up and you can ask me questions about your huge family. I think my bucket list, now is to go meet all my siblings. Have a lot on my dad's side. Oh yeah, Pottersville, California area is where your dad is from. Mom was out seeing my dad. He alt between Pottersville and Jonesboro.
Alternate it. Maybe.
Yeah, alternated, right. Let's see. What did she ask me? Oh yeah. I'll tell her my brother's name is Joe.
There you go.
And I just found out a few years ago that I always thought my adopted mother when we were kids told me his name was Joseph. And apparently it's not, even on his birth certificate. So
wow.
He's not Joseph. And I went around most of this time thinking my brothers went by Joe, but his real name was Joseph. And apparently it's not.
Oh, wow.
And I could have swore that my mother told me that back in the day. That's how I got it in my head.
I don't know. Right? Yeah, I mean, you may have just assumed it being a kid, Joe is short for Joseph. So, many times.
All right. Well, enough about my family and other things. If anybody wants to hop on, I will drop the link. Should have already done it. Sorry, a little slow on the draw. You guys can talk amongst yourself. We got like maybe about 4 or 5 minutes to go make a cup of coffee and kind of wake up. Can everybody hang 5 minutes before we start?
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Sure.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay. 'Cause I'd like to get something to drink and
I guess, Rex.
get some pants on.
I mean, you know,
Just saying.
Too much information. Too much information.
If you
I know,
absolutely
I know.
have to wear
It's
pants,
Sunday. I want to be honest, Rick.
Okay.
Okay.
guess.
I got to get out of my Batman underoos. Oh, too much too soon? Oh. I need Canadian Shield costume, Rick. Work on it. And
I
action
have.
figure. Huh?
I've done
And a-
both.
And a
Technically.
cashy and a plushie and a hat and a what's going on with Canadian Shield, by the way?
About to probably in the next week or so start more work on Canadian
right back,
Shield
guys.
3.
ah, very cool.
And then saving up money to pay Dillard to pencil up Snowdrift 2.
Oh,
And then-
all right.
And then hopefully soon, Flyfox Pro will be penciling and inking the Flame #1, which is the next character I'm bringing out in my next major campaign, because I might be doing a campaign over on Kickstarter for the remastered version of Canadian Shield. Here in a few
Right.
weeks or a month. I'm gonna go put something on for myself to eat too. So I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Shadow, how's the new gig?
But if you guys, if people get back, you can start without me.
All right.
10-4.
Yeah, so far so good. Smoking. It's the first week went pretty smooth, I think. I didn't have any complaints that I'm aware of. So hopefully, we'll see. I don't know what's going on for Monday because like half the people in the joint are taking Monday off since Tuesday's a holiday. So
Right.
I might be, my first day alone. I'm not even sure. I don't know what's going on until I get there Monday morning.
Well, at least
but,
you'll have the
yeah,
run of the place.
Well, dude, it's fucking apparently they're trying to put me in charge eventually because I had our main machinist guy that's there said something about it, and then somebody else said something about it. I was like, okay, I don't think anybody told me, but but yeah, apparently I'm gonna be taking over at some point because both the guys I work with, one's retired, came back, and he's semi-retired right now. He's only working 3 days a week, and the other guy is 68 and he's ready to retire anytime. It's just a matter of when he feels like it. So
Beautiful. Kind of
yeah,
setting you up. Kind of a golden parachute situation.
I guess, dude. Yeah, because my third day there, they handed me the keys to the shop. I had to come in, open everything up, turn off the alarms, turn all the equipment on, and get it ready for the day. So apparently they've got some faith in me.
Awesome. Shit, that's great.
Yeah, I just can't wait to get that first paycheck from the bank, man. That's gonna be lovely.
Oh yeah, it's always such a good feeling.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, especially I got myself a nice increase over where I was at. So, but I also took a hit to take this last job because it was such a shorter commute,
Right.
And I just don't know how people in Indiana are. If I would have hit them with what I really wanted to start with, I would have never got close. So, but yeah, it's all good. I did my year of hell and I'm out of there. So.
Damn right. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and the nice thing is too, I still got almost a full paycheck coming from the last gig next Friday.
Right. The old.
I had.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I had a whole week's vacation that I hadn't used any of, so they got to pay me out for that. And then I worked 3 days. Well, actually, I might have worked a little over a week into the new pay period. So yeah, it might actually be a little more than my normal check was.
Damn, nice. Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah, yeah, it all worked out well, and I was worried about, okay, what, if it's bi-weekly, when a paycheck's gonna fall and all that, and everything just fell into line, man. I'm like, I can't believe how good it is, and the commute's not bad at all. It's like 40 minutes in the morning, so
Right, it starts going so well, you're like, well, I wonder when the other shoe's gonna drop. You know,
I know, dude. I keep waiting for something to happen. My knee's gonna fall apart on me or something. But so far, I've been, I got my little exercise bike. I've been hitting it regular, working out a little bit more, trying to get my shoulder back, to where it was. And haven't had any re-injuries yet, and I'm feeling like I'm moving better. So
well, I've
yeah,
been doing the
I'm.
same
Oh,
thing.
oh,
Actually trying to work out a little bit more than just my normal work or whatever.
yeah, yeah. Well, it used to be, just my work was enough. I didn't really have to work out, but
Yeah,
the
same
last
here.
3 years, I was doing a lot more technical than physical stuff, and catches up with you.
Well, I've never been able to stay thin or whatever without actually trying. Like I don't know, it's kind of crazy. Like I sweat my balls off and work all damn day outside to just kind of stay the
Holy
same.
moly.
Stay the same.
Pray for my future ventures
Hold on.
come about, and my paycheck. I have to look into that in between now and the 4 o'clock shadow.
Oh, you
And
still
see
didn't
what
figure
they're-
that out, huh?
I just haven't had time to concentrate on it, dude.
Oh, I could see that.
I was like, yeah, I had it planned to do the other day, and then I found out I had a whole new family here in
Right?
Arkansas.
Yeah. Shit.
It just blew me out of the water,
Hmm.
And I can't help but think about it right now. I mean, it's almost like answered prayer. I have a sister out there,
There's always a blessing.
and other related people. And I know that my birth father's passed away, and I know my mother's alive. So people asking for prayers. Did I miss who needs some? Well, my prayer is future business ventures, which, working with Glenn Fleming, some other people on stuff. And my family situation, that only good for that. Oh, we have somebody in the back. Topher. Sorry, Topher. Didn't see you back there for a minute.
Oh, thanks.
Did you just drop out or what?
My laptop crashed.
Oh.
My office area where I was starting to make those videos and stuff was part of one of the casualties of
Oh no.
the flooding. So I'm like kind of roaming around the house.
Did you guys hear, because Colonel Morg says the diet and Coke and cigarettes diet can work for avoiding too many calories.
Oh man, I was on that one for years.
Did
I
you-
don't drink soda, so it'll be
Did you-
water
did-
and cigarette.
Did you hear they came
It's
out
good
with
until you're about
they
26.
came out with what is that, aspirin or
Aspartame.
aspartame and like Diet Cokes and other stuff. They gonna label it possible carcinogen.
Oh yeah.
Well, it
And-
should.
And I've warned people about Diet Cokes for decades.
Yep.
And
Oh
and
yeah. All
not
in
just-
diet soda. Mm.
Yeah. Oh, I meant Diet Coke. Yeah. Is it like, are you saying Coca-Cola, Morg, or are you talking cocaine? Do they have like because I mean, cocaine is a diet all in itself. Just saying.
Maybe he just means the original Coke.
Yeah.
The one that had the cocaine in it.
Right.
No
Yeah.
way.
Cut the middleman. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. The best of both worlds. That
That's it.
showed a picture of the jug. It looked like a moonshine jug.
Yeah, it
very
did, didn't it?
similar.
Yeah. One sort of like salt clay. I think they call it salt clay jug.
Oh, you're talking like those
yeah,
clay?
I know what they-
Yeah, the clay looking ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I think I got one of those somewhere.
Have you ever taken a snort from put it on your thumb and
Yep.
drink it backwards?
Yep. Like
you
you're
know.
supposed to.
Yeah.
Let it sit on your arm and just lift it
Yeah,
up.
if you never had moonshine, now Doc was drinking moonshine on here one day.
Yeah, I
Well,
think I
more
was
than one
drinking with
day,
him.
actually. He drinks
Yeah.
some moonshine.
Mhm.
I had a
But
drink with him.
he's never had any really Arkansas made moonshine. I have. It's like alcohol. I mean, it's like something you run your car on.
Yeah, it's definitely
I had a
fire.
roommate from Louisiana. He'd bring moonshine up. It was a lot of cayenne in it, is how I remember it.
Oh, really?
wow.
That's that
Wow.
Cajun shine.
It was
Yeah,
really
Yeah,
spicy.
that's spicy.
That's a Cajun shine.
I mean, literally, you go to different parts of
Yeah.
the country, they all had moonshine, but it was all variously spiced, like for like
Cajun.
whatever area it was in.
Cajuns
Yeah, I've had
are different, aren't they,
jalapeno,
smoking right?
apple, all kinds of different flavors of moonshine.
And we got a lot of fire water here because I'm so close to Oklahoma.
Now, what do you consider firewater?
It's
Whiskey?
basically the moonshine what the Indians make. It's very clear. It's very ethyl alcohol, very plain.
Oh, do they make it out of corn?
I don't think so.
Because you said ethyl alcohol.
Who knows? I'm not a chemist.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
I think it probably
mean,
is made out of corn, though, being,
Some kind of
Yeah.
mash, whatever they use for it. Who knows?
right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It could
Yeah,
just be
well,
whatever they get their hands on. Who knows?
Well, there's a lot of Arkansas mash out there. You know.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
And the way that all got started was the whiskey tax in George Washington's day.
Yep.
And they came southward, like to Kentucky and Tennessee and Arkansas, and started moonshining.
Yep.
Because the government was taxing the whiskey.
Mhm.
And then that started NASCAR, right?
Sure
There
did.
you go. Yeah.
They were all moonshiners.
Amazing how
forgot to
things work.
laugh out of that one.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I never really thought of it like that.
My great grandpa was a runner in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Very
And the
cool.
cars had to be fast, right?
They had to outrun the cops. That's the only reason they hopped them up.
Yeah. My grandpa on
Colonel
my
Mark-
mom's side back in the day used to make bathtub gin
Oh yeah.
during prohibition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Colonel Morg says anything that makes you too busy to actually eat food will work. Become addicted to YouTube will also help with weight loss.
Yeah, there you go. Oh shit! Biscuit.
What? Are you burning something?
Probably. Fuck. I didn't hear the timer go off.
It's the biscuit.
I can smell it burning from here.
It's
Nope.
the biscuit.
I think they're okay.
Way to feed the fire, Rick. If you know him, when he ruins food, or he falls on the floor, he gets up very mad. I have had moonshine. Good stuff, Carrie says.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, smooth it ain't. It goes
nothing
like
wrong with
down
those.
like razor blades. Yeah, Rex is right about running your car on that stuff. Once you've completely out of gasoline, moonshine is all you'll need.
Yep. If you know how to make moonshine, you'll keep your car running.
Yeah. Yeah, they proved that in the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yep. Yep.
Well, they have conversion kits, right, where you can like use the old fry cook oil or diesel. Or
I used to
convert
work
your
at a-
gasoline.
I
Huh?
used to work at a biodiesel place.
Oh, but you're not a chemist, right?
Well, I mean, I know how to make biodiesel. I mean, that's pretty simple.
well, God, that's akin to being almost a chemist. I mean,
I don't know much about booze.
you're
I guess.
smarter than what you know. You
Maybe.
probably invented a car that runs off grass or water or air.
Yeah, I knew a Baptist preacher that ran his Volkswagen van off vegetable oil,
There you go.
Yeah,
like that you get from restaurants in town.
yeah. they're
So it
just-
smells like fries when he's driving around.
Yeah, it did.
Well, there you
My
go.
my boss had a contract with Slim Chickens, so every time he rolled up, it smelled like fried chicken.
Well, there you go. Free advertisement.
Just made you hungry. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, go to KFC and get the competition and hand out a bucket of chicken.
There you go.
Big. Not the whole bucket, just like a piece per person, right? You want white meat or dark meat? Sorry, all I got's darks left over because they don't give you very much white meat, and you got to pay extra for it. Everybody
Lame.
wants the white meat.
Lame.
KFC's been racist forever, or is it just preference?
Mm,
Have you ever considered if you were born black or Indian or Asian and not what you were? What,
I don't
how
think
your
I-
life would be changed?
I don't think I have. I'm happy with who I am.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I'm
no.
happy with who I am, but I think those scenarios. But then
You
I'm
just found out
creative.
you are two people,
Yeah, I
That's right.
know, Charles Edwards,
but nothing else changed.
and now I have a last name too. What'd she say?
Edwards, right?
No, Logston.
Oh, Logson.
Doing the stream now. Right now.
Charles Logston.
Sounds like Charles Bronson. Shadow, what'd you burn?
What's that?
What'd you burn?
Oh, I thought I burnt the biscuits. They came out fine.
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah. Caught it
Little
right as
char
the
will
timer
bring
must
out
have just
flavor.
gone off.
Yeah, exactly, Topher. I'm the same way. I don't mind a little crisp.
Yeah, I don't
Golden
either.
brown and beautiful.
Goldie Brown. Goldie Brown. Yeah.
Goldie Brown. I remember
Yeah.
Goldie Brown. Oh, man. That ring. All right, so what's going on, fellas? We're gonna start this beam footage.
Yeah.
or-
Yeah, just a second.
Well, you didn't
I'm
have to
just
kick him, Rex.
apologizing to my sister.
Hmm.
Bring her on stream.
Colonel Moore says,
She says, I don't know if she can come on stream, if she has a mic or not. My son is Joseph, but goes by Joe. See? Huh. She said, I wish I had known you were so close. You were adopted out of Little Rock, which is true. I actually got to see when I was in 5th grade. We went, I make a joke out of it because the adoption agency was right next to the zoo.
ah,
And we were going to go to the zoo, but I guess it was the day and they were closed. But I got to see the adoption agency where I was adopted out of. You were adopted out of Little Rock, so no one imagined you were so close. You were born at St. Vincent's Hospital, which is correct, which is in North Little Rock.
it's a rough town.
It's nice to know I have a sister and a mother that's, oh, here's Shadowhawk again. Sorry about that, Shadowhawk.
Oh no, that's okay. My fault. Internet issues with this thunderstorm, I think.
All right. Are you going to do any yard work or anything? What's everybody's got planned for later today?
Not today. It looks like I got about 2 inches of rain in the last 30 minutes already. So yeah, it doesn't look like
Well,
I'm
you better
doing any
hurry
other-
up then.
I got an electric mower, man. When it's raining, I don't know.
Just wear rubber boots. Don't be a pansy.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smoking
I
right
can't possibly shock you that much.
Smoking right is like take no prisoners today, you know?
Gotta put your
So-
faith in God, Shadow.
Yeah. Hey,
It is the end times after all.
Lord, part the raindrops and dry the grass so that I may mow.
it could just be an electrifying experience.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, you know, it's the thrill of a life.
You could get a little bit more power than you were intending.
What's that?
I said you could get a little bit more power than you were intending.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Little turbo boost. I can get the lawn done quicker.
Well, Colonel Morg says the Appalachians will become like the new Saudi Arabia once the oil is gone. We will have hillbilly billionaires. I saw a TV show once that showed super rich energy producing, billies might look like. I think I remember that TV show. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the Beverly Hillbillies.
Ding.
Yeah. Classic.
Oh,
Didn't that show start black and white and then color came out?
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like what the first season was black and white or something. And then,
Something like that.
yeah, I don't even know if it made it through a whole one season before they switched it. I'm not sure. Oh man, back to the store today. I guess I have a feeling the workout's a little bit.
Yeah, it was just that time that they were switching a lot of shows over because Gilligan's Island started out that way too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think didn't I Dream of Jeannie do that too?
I don't think so. I don't remember I Dream of Genie in black and white, but I could be wrong.
Nah, I swear
Yeah, I
I've seen
remember
something in
black
black
and
and
white.
white. I'm not sure though.
I think that's.
Or maybe Bewitched I was thinking of. I think they had both. I don't know. Anyhow. Let's go.
Is anybody going to go see Indiana Jones?
No, baby.
Yeah,
Nope.
I just got my ticket today to go see it Tuesday. Me and my mom.
I could have sent you a link, dude.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably
don't
could have
intend-
found it.
Hmm.
Sinatra went live 7 hours late.
Better late than never.
Hey, that was my hey, ethereal dragon in the house.
Yeah, you might have. Let me call it.
All right, I'm going to drop the link in the chat one more time.
may
Anyone
get
wants to
kicked here.
join
Hold
us?
on, guys.
We have 5 more spots. We'll be going off air here in a minute and running that wonderful bean footage that Smoking Right
Daisy.
has graciously gotten together with us.
I know, but
Shadowhawk, you prepared breakfast for others and not yourself, right? It was a selfless act on your part. Is that correct? No.
A sacrifice, one might
Okay.
say.
So
Yeah,
I
I thought we were all past that, the whole sacrifice,
Hmm.
But we should die daily, right?
yes, die daily to self.
Yes. And your greatest enemy is the person in the mirror, I have found out. What do you think?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
I think today's episode's going to deal with some of that. I don't know if we read that yet.
Yeah,
The
that was read.
Appalachians. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Saudi Arabia once the oil is gone. Well, the Appalachian Mountains have ginseng, right? Which is worth a lot of money.
Root gold. Yeah.
Root gold. Yeah. Have you seen that show that deals with that, Smoking Right?
No, but I pick it around here.
Did you used to watch the Prospectors on the Weather Channel by any, where they go up around Colorado area or somewhere, the Black Hills, and look for gems and stuff?
Maybe in passing.
Yeah. I really got into that. I binge watched that one Thanksgiving. I watched every freaking episode.
I watched a lot about the Arkansas diamond mines.
Yeah, there's been some diamonds found this year and at the end of last year, like a brown diamond.
Pretty
even.
good sized ones too, from what I hear.
Yeah, pretty good carrots.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't,
That ain't cheap.
Bugs Bunny food. We're the only state. We're the diamond state, right? We're the only state with diamonds.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to show you a picture she had of my family flying or had the rebel flag behind them.
Oh, nice. Represent.
Yeah, good Arkansas stock. All those women are. She said she loved me. Oh, that's great, sis. Oh yeah. I was gonna let's see. I had to click on her icon, bring her up on Facebook. I guess I probably friended her on Facebook without really knowing who she was.
Because she was from Arkansas, and you're like, "Hey, friend."
No, I just didn't pay that much attention, and then before I knew it, she could get in contact with me, I guess, and. Because on Facebook, you do have to friend people, right?
I think so.
Before you can contact them. Let's see. I'm looking for that picture with the rebel flag in the back. I showed it the other day. But yeah, all the women are pretty thick. I don't know. Shadowhawk had a word for it. Speaking of Shadowhawk, here he is. Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to keep you waiting.
They're birthing ready, is what you're trying to say.
Well, I don't know that they're birthing ready, but how
I
would you
I
just
think I was a
describe
bit
the
more diplomatic when I said they were sturdy girls.
sturdy girl?
Sturdy.
There
Great
you go.
word.
Sturdy. They were definitely sturdy. Yeah.
Great word.
Well, I wouldn't say obese, but
No, just big boned, I guess you could call it.
portly. I mean, I wouldn't even say portly.
Well, they're more
No.
prone to eat out rather than cook something. That's how you know.
No, I doubt that. Living in Arkansas, there you go.
Yeah, they're just
And
trying. They're like got some good arms on them and stuff. They're not little girls.
yeah, and
I guess one is older, huh? So
the woman sitting next to the guy in the orange there is my sister. She's 61 years old.
yeah, there you go.
Looks good
Yeah.
for 61.
So she's older. I was the middle child, and sadly, our younger sister, that was the youngest, it's passed away. So never get to meet her. But one of these days in heaven, right?
There you go.
Gotta believe that. Nothing's ever lost on God. So, I believe it or not, I already have a couple, 2 or 3 children that are dead, that didn't
wow.
make it or whatever. So, but they're, I'll meet them again.
Mm-hmm.
I have that eternal hope.
Oh yeah.
As you should.
So I draw comfort in that. I will see them again. Anyway, let's pray real quick. If anybody wants to jump on, there's the StreamYard link. Thank you for all coming in here. I know this one's been a little lengthy. Are you not going to ask for DNA tests for your peace of mind? They are relatives. Well, I don't. I have peace about it, Carrie. I mean,
Well, isn't that how they found you to begin with? Was the DNA?
yeah, through my Amber. I mean, and she knew. I mean, she just dropped some stuff on me today that I've not told her. So she knows everything.
Right. It
the
seemed like it
facts.
started out with the whole DNA thing, so I think it's kind of already proven.
And
right?
and if you look at I mean, you look at a picture of her around grade school age, it looks like me.
Right.
Freckle face and haircut and everything. It's unmistakable.
Some things you just know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need a DNA test unless they start asking for stuff.
Yeah, right. Money, essentially. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
They want
Yeah. Yeah. I need an operation. It'll cost $50,000. Could you please help me out? Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you cannot know the name of my doctor.
Okay. Anyway, he's alive and kicking, and I'm talking about Jesus.
Amen.
Will you choose today wholeness, peace, and joy? I asked that a couple of weeks ago.
I'm trying.
Choose life today in abundance, the full potential God has for you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's got more than we could think or ask. Bring up that video there, Smoking Wraith. And while you do that, I'll pray and we'll get out of here and we'll watch the episode. Because we got things to do, right?
Beautiful.
I don't have mosquitoes. I have the heat, but no mosquitoes. I sprayed twice for them. It's breezy out there today, folks. So might not be too bad.
Yeah.
Lord, we just come to you today. We thank you. I thank you for Shadowhawk and Smoking Wraith, Topher and Cross. And we do pray for Andy A's family for their loss. Thank you for Colonel Morgan, Carrie, and Ethereal Dragon, Blue Harvest, Tree Goblin. All wonderful people that have been in here today. Even go to Horny Jail. We pray for go to Horny Jail, who was in here dropping the link. I don't know what that was all about. But
Probably jackpot.
set him on the straight and narrow. What about who was a fetus? He says, I was a fetus. Actually, I'm doing a story right now where the hero is in a fetal position in a limbo-like area. And, of course, for our lizard representation, man, Lorenzo, Smoking Right, did you need any special work? I mean, your job's going great, right? You're overran with orders for like lawns and bushes and stuff.
I'm staying busy. That's the best I
You're
can hope
staying
for.
busy. Yeah. Have you got do you have a tan yet?
I got a farmer's tan.
Well,
There you
yeah,
go.
you said that last week. I figured you'd worked on it since then. Of course, you've been
I did a
slacking.
little bit, but it's getting a little worse.
You did. I would have thought that your grandfather would have whipped you in shape a little bit better than this. You do a little and then you go under the shade tree. I just get that impression.
I
Am
just cut
wrong?
my sleeves off. That way there's no lines.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get that tan all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
Afternoon, all. Caroline sliding in here at the
Hey,
end.
Caroline.
Link is in the chat if anyone wants to join us. The Chosen's been wonderful, getting better and better and better. We started season 2 last week. This is episode 2 of season 2. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna, if they don't get season 4 out, we're coming up on how many episodes was it that it was season 2?
8. There is 8
8
episodes in each season.
Yeah, but didn't Smoking Right said that he was short a couple episodes on one season?
I got them.
You found them? Is that what you and Rick were talking about earlier?
They have been recovered.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I'm working on downloading season 3.
Okay.
So
it runs smoother for us?
yeah.
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 Nobody likes my choppy ass theater. Shadowhawk, are you there? I see you're muted.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just talking to the wife for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
if
and
anybody
we
wants
pray
to
for Mama.
continue to pray for the success of my new job, things have been going well. So
Oh yeah, new job.
keep it on track.
Yeah.
And I appreciate everybody that's already said prayers. Things have fallen into line with this new job. Like I couldn't have even hoped for better. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
all right, let's roll that beautiful.
All right,
theme.
not to beat a dead horse, but we got to get going. Lord, we thank you for today, and we just thank you and ask you to come into our heart and change our lives. You have indeed been doing that. Father, just hold back the enemy and give your angels, ministering angels, just authority to act on our behalf and our benefit for everybody who's in the sound of my voice. I just thank you that we can come before you at all times, that you're the great intercessor, that you are for us and not against us. And you have nothing but good things for us, pressed down, shaken together, flowing over. May we all experience that today and every day. In Jesus Christ, your son's name we pray. Amen.
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 Thank you all for coming. Thank you for listening to us rant and rave for a little bit. It's been fun. Like I say, hop on the link if you wish. We always have fun with it. We're going to get out of here. Anything else, guys?
Hello,
Not to my
have a great
knowledge.
day.
Hello, bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bow for now. We love you.